After spending 3.5 billion yuan, the car company fell before dawn. Its founder is a Huawei traitor who has betrayed the founder of Huawei, Ren Zhengfei, and defected from Huawei twice. As we all know, under the great changes of the times, the competition in the auto market is unprecedented. Even Tesla, the industry leader, needs to cut prices to promote sales. In the next few years, auto companies will usher in waves of bankruptcy. But NIUTRON can no longer wait for the future, and now it has nowhere to go. According to multiple media reports, NIUTRON has not only shut down its official app recently, but also cleared all content on its official Weibo. This means that Li Yinan, who spent 3.5 billion yuan and made a high-profile comeback after being released from prison, once again suffered a major defeat in his life, and his dream of building a car has been shattered. So, what is the reason for his failure to build a car? Why did his car company only survive for 60 days? Why did the former Huawei genius boy choose to build a car? Okay, in today's video, let's dive deep into these issues. In fact, Li Yinan is not an unknown person. The connection between him and Huawei is the most colorful stroke in Huawei's history. As a recognized genius boy, Li Yinan's magnificent start in Huawei can be described as a myth, and no one has been able to replicate it so far. He became an engineer in 2 days, promoted to chief engineer in 15 days, became the deputy general manager of the Central Research Department in half a year, and took the position of vice president of Huawei in 2 years. He is known as the Prince of Huawei. This period of time may be the most beautiful moment in Li Yinan's life. It may not be a good thing for Li Yinan to touch the ceiling easily when he is too young. Character determines fate, and his ending may have been determined by his character. In order to cultivate Li Yinan painstakingly, Ren Zhengfei transferred him from the R&D department to the marketing department for training. However, the extreme Li Yinan resigned angrily and established Harbor Company, which not only poached people from Huawei, but also snapped up Huawei's customers, and even shook the foundation of Huawei. At the time of life and death, Ren Zhengfei set up the exclusive team to attack Li Yinan with all his strength. Later, Huawei acquired Harbor Company, and Li Yinan returned to Huawei to continue as the vice president. It's a pity that a dark rift has arisen, and the knot is hard to get rid of. 2 years later, Li Yinan left Huawei for the second time. Since then, he and Ren Zhengfei have forgotten each other in the world. After completely ending with Huawei, Li Yinan successively worked in Baidu, China Mobile, Jinsha River Venture Capital Fund and other institutions, and also created NIUTRON. But he was like a child who ran away from home, still unable to find his own home. He was even sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for insider trading. In 2018, Li Yinan was released from prison, established NIUTRON, entered the new energy vehicle industry, and dreamed of building a car with the brand of NIUTRON. After financing $500 million, about 3.5 billion yuan, it was not until October last year that its first model, NIUTRON NV, arrived late. Unfortunately, everything seemed to be over before it started. 2 months later, in December, NIUTRON announced that due to its own reasons, the NV could not be delivered in a short period of time, and it could only refund the car owner who ordered it. As soon as the news came out, Li Yinan immediately became the focus of public opinion. But at the critical moment, he disappeared. From the beginning of this year to the present, there is basically no news about him. Until recently, NIUTRON was reported to have shut down the app and cleared out all the content of Weibo. Li Yinan's car-making business quietly failed without even making a car. In fact, the main reason for his failure was that he fell on a certificate. What's going on here? Why did Li Yinan fail to build a car? Li Yinan is well known as a young boy. He was admitted to the Junior Genius class of Huazhong University of Science and Technology at the age of 15. He graduated from graduate school at the age of 23 and officially joined Huawei. He became the vice president of Huawei at only 27 years old. However, Li Yinan, who chose to leave Huawei to start his own business, encountered obstacles frequently. First, his startup was acquired by his old company, and then he was taken away and imprisoned for being suspected of participating in insider trading of stocks during the startup of NIO Technologies. Now that he is over half a century old, the ending of his business in new car manufacturing does not seem to be optimistic. At the end of last year, NIUTRON announced that it would not be able to deliver the car in a short period of time and would refund the reservation price. On December 7, 2022, the letter to NV users signed Dawson Automobile mentioned, "Due to our own reasons, NV will not be able to deliver in the short term, which means that the wonderful journey we are looking forward to has not yet arrived. The beginning is about to end." There are three main reasons for the failure. The first is the absence of car manufacturing qualifications, and the foundation is unstable. The second is that the assisted driving function is not up to expectations, and the product strength is insufficient. The third is the decline in financing capabilities and insufficient financial support. Among them, the most direct and fatal reason is the production qualification. NIUTRON chose to cooperate with the debt-ridden Dawson at the beginning because Dawson at that time had the production qualification that NIUTRON most needed. However, due to the poor management of Dawson Automobile, it was deeply mired in debt, which in turn caused the factory to shut down for more than 24 months. The production qualification needs to be verified by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. However, the Dawson vehicle did not pass. The second point is that NIUTRON did not give enough eye-catching core competitiveness of products. For new cars, the focus is on intelligence, including intelligent driving, assisted driving, and radar detection. One of the more eye-catching points of NIUTRON NV is the assisted driving function. However, the standard AADL2 driving assistance system of NIUTRON NV has only one front-facing camera and 5mm wave radars on its sensing components, and its computing power is only 4 TOPS. This level of driving assistance function is different from traditional oil trucks are pretty much the same. In other words, the radar and chips used by NIUTRON NV still have a certain gap with the mainstream ones on the market. The technology in this area is not outstanding, and the computing power of the chips is also mediocre, so the follow-up assisted driving function is just a castle in the air. The core of new energy vehicles is the three-electric system, that is, the motor, battery, and electronic control, and then the basic safety guarantee. Others such as intelligent driving, assisted driving, radar detection, etc. can only be added points. It is the 0 in the back, and the 3 power and safety are the 1. If you don't do this one well, everything else will be left behind. The last point is the financial problem of NIUTRON. Li Yinan had previously proudly stated that the brand has never been short of money since its establishment. However, Li Yinan may have underestimated the expense in the new energy vehicle industry. Li Bin, the founder of NIO, once said that building a car from scratch would cost about 20 billion yuan. This kind of industry that requires long-term financial support requires you to have strong financing capabilities and the ability to quickly put into production and recover quickly. But unfortunately, the first model of NIUTRON, which entered the game in December 2021, will be late in October 2022. Not only has it been unable to mass produce due to qualification issues, even if it is put on the market now, it has already missed the bonus period. However, the NIUTRON who have invested a lot of research and development and production costs have doubts about their ability to recover blood. Coupled with the deteriorating market financing environment, it may not be so easy for internet car manufacturers, including NIUTRON, to use financing to support subsequent research and development. Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below, and share your insightful ideas with other people. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. See you.